Welcome back to our lifestyle channel. We decided that it would be cool to kind of do a Q&A to get back into it, and you guys had a lot of questions, so we're going to go through and do the best we can with answering them, and hope you guys enjoy. The first question is, how did you two meet? About 8 years ago, I was dating this guy, and we went to a wedding in Oklahoma, and at that wedding was also Micah's family. We all hung out after the wedding, and after that time, I stayed in touch with his sister, and then fast forward 4 years, and I ended up in her wedding, and that's where him and I reconnected.
So when just like I swooped in and took her from this other dude, that's how it started. That's how, and the rest is, well, we reconnected at my sister's wedding, and then about a year later is when we got married. We like dated, got engaged, and married within 1 year of like reconnecting. But we'd known each other for probably like
We were
6
like
years.
Insta friends.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite meal to cook?
Probably like a ribeye, some like asparagus, some potatoes, something like that, with a good dessert, cookies and ice cream, something like that, brownies and ice cream.
Mine's probably breakfast. I really like making avocado toast with eggs, or doing like pancakes, eggs, bacon, waffles. Breakfast is I like cooking breakfast. Is managing life around traveling with good hard for your relationship?
I mean, I think when you do anything, like when you travel a lot, and then there's lots of moving parts. I think it definitely is. It's tough, but I think it's definitely manageable, and a lot of people do it, and you just have to be you gotta be very like responsible for your time, like time management. And I think that, obviously we've not been doing this long, so we're still learning how to do it, but I think that just learning how to time manage that, like when we are together, making the most of that time, and then also realizing that, we're not going to do this forever. And so it's kind of like there's a healthy balance.
Does Katie call you Tig too? Yes, I actually was introduced to him as Tig, so I actually didn't know his real name for the longest time. And then when someone was talking about his family, they were like, "Oh yeah, and Micah." I was like, "Who's Micah?" They were like, "Oh, it's Tig."
More people know me as Tig than Micah, honestly.
How do you put the Lord first in your life/relationships? It's a priority.
Yeah, you just do. That's something that, you make time for the things that are important to you. We try to make it a priority, and kind of everything, like he's in everything with us.
We fully believe and feel that God is a part of everything we do. So it's kind of like a different headspace than saying, here's this one compartment of my life that's God, and here's the other compartment that's work or other life. It's like just all together for us.
It's not just like specifically blocking off a time and then that's just it. Like it's kind of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the most different on camera versus off camera?
Well, I'm not ever really on camera, but I feel like
we're the same.
I feel like we're the same.
We're the same on camera as we are off camera. I'm like
okay,
this right here is.
Except you're like really good at actually like talking.
I'm pretty.
On camera.
I'm pretty.
Tig actually talks a lot less off camera.
Yeah, I'm kind of an introvert. I'm very introverted, and I don't know. I really like golf, so I can talk about golf a lot.
Yeah.
And that's easy for me, but most of the time I'm pretty reserved. If in a room of 10 people, I'm probably going to be talking the least. Yeah.
And I probably seem quiet, honestly, on camera, but I'm actually I'm not like loud and crazy, but I'm more of an extrovert. So if we're in a group of people, I'm the like conversational person.
From Kobe Riddle. What's up, Kobe? How far are you planning to take golf? Signed, Kobe R. That's kind of an interesting question. I love golf. I love competitive golf. I don't necessarily have a desire to play full time and make a living on the PGA Tour, but I want to pursue a very high level of professional golf, competitive golf. I would like to play in a PGA Tour event, whatever that looks like. Maybe I play in more than one, I don't know, but a goal of mine would be to, play in a PGA Tour event at some point. I like where we're at, and we're just gonna keep pursuing that right now. If Katie asked me to cut my hair, would I?
Nope.
That would be tough right now. I'm not gonna lie. I just like we've talked about it a little bit.
I told him that I would be totally cool with him cutting it. Like, because I want to see him with short hair again. I truly haven't seen him with short hair since our wedding, which was 3.5 years ago.
Yeah, I'm in a journey right now. About 3 years in, haven't cut it.
Yeah.
And I've honestly thought about it more recently of like, should I cut it? And I'm not there yet. You know, it's gonna. I think there'll be a moment when I'm like, all right, I'm ready to cut my hair. But if I do cut my hair, I will never have it long again.
Why?
I don't think so.
Why?
I just think that's how it's gonna be. Do y'all bring your significant others with you when you travel? When we go on like personal trips, whether it's like an actual personal trip or if it's a personal trip for like filming content for like Mike and Moore's golf channel, then we travel together always. But if we're doing like during Good Week when we go film, it's usually just the guys.
Does your wife support your professional golf aspirations?
Oh, do you? Just kidding. I don't have to question that, but she can answer it.
Of course. Kind of a backstory is like a few weeks before me and Tig actually re-met, he had kind of thought or decided he wasn't gonna get married because he wanted to pursue golf, and he had kind of decided that just because you didn't think anyone would pursue it with you.
Yeah, I mean it's just a very different thing, and I just didn't know if there would be anybody who would want to like commit to that process with me and kind of commit to something so different than kind of
Just
out of the
the
ordinary, I
regular,
guess.
yeah.
And so, yeah. But then I met her.
You were like, I've always kind of just lived my life not normally. So to me, I was definitely up for it. How long have you been together, and do you want to have kids? Well, we've been together for 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
December 2018 is when we started dating, so depending on when you're watching this video.
No.
17?
17. December 2017.
December 2017.
And we do want to have kids eventually.
100%.
We're just like not there yet. We're just not ready.
And the good thing is we are on the same page with that. So it's
Yeah.
not like one of us wants kids now and the other one doesn't. Like we are very happy with where we're at.
Yeah. Favorite course each of you have ever played? I didn't play it because, well, number one, I'm just now getting kind of good enough to be able to play like on the actual course. But secondly, when we travel for golf, we're just always filming. Like I'm always behind the camera. So my favorite course we've ever been on is the Wilderness Club in Montana. It was beautiful, and I imagine it was wonderful to play. But what was yours?
Yeah, I would say it was the Wilderness Club in Eureka, Montana. Just because like some courses you go to and it like has great views, but the course is not as good, and the other courses you go to is just a really good course and not quite as good as scenery. But like that course had everything. It had both amazing scenery, wildlife. Course was in perfect condition.
Perfect condition.
I mean, just all around, just a great experience. Probably the Wilderness Club in Eureka, Montana.
Yeah. Does Katie ever get sad when Tig goes on trips for Good Week? No. Not really. We like.
Contrary to popular belief.
Yeah, it's true. We enjoy each other and we enjoy ourselves, and we both are working on things and doing things, and we miss each other. But it's not like we're so sad.
Yeah.
You know, we really.
I think that like time apart from each other is very good, and it's like it's good for a relationship to not just be together 24/7.
Yeah, still be your own people, but be married or be together is hard. It's a challenge, but I feel like we are getting better at being our own people while being together.
Go-to drink at a restaurant.
I love red wine and I also love a good bourbon cocktail. So it depends how I'm feeling.
Yeah, I would say that it all depends on the setting, you know. I mean, if I'm going out, if I'm dressed up in a nice dinner, I'm
And by dressed up, he means this, which is very lovely.
right, like I'm drinking a glass of wine with a steak, but if I'm a little more casual out at a sports bar drinking, having
In
a
this.
burger in this, then I'm drinking a good beer, and then if it's more of a relaxed setting, then it's like an old fashioned, yeah. So really depends on where we're at in the time and place, but I love a good drink.
What are Katie's aspirations? So I really enjoy doing the back end of Michael Moore's golf and kind of like the business aspect of that. And so I started my own business right when I got married, and I was taking online clients for health and fitness, and no, it wasn't Arbonne or Beachbody. Some of you guys have asked if it was, but it was actually a platform I built from scratch, and it was kind of like my own teaching platform where I took clients every 3 months. And so I realized during that process of building that I really just loved the building part. And so when we started doing this full time, it worked really well because he obviously is good in front of the camera, and I'm not great in front of the camera, so I kind of fell into that role anyway. And now I currently work, I'm working with a couple different brands and a company to help implement like marketing strategy and different systems within their business to help them grow and scale. And I also love being creative in terms of like photos and editing and videos and editing. And I also sing. I love singing. Do you ever feel that you need space from each other, and how do you tell the other person?
Well, yes, that's a definite yes. I think that you just have to be like comfortable enough and be responsible enough for your own self to be able to say when you need space, and then also like when the other one says that, you have to be again responsible for yourself to not like take it personally, and just a natural thing and a human thing to like be by yourself sometimes. So I think you just have to communicate about that, and like talk about each other's expectations.
Yeah, getting to a place where I can freely say, hey, I just need some space without him reacting, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Last one. Our favorite things to do together.
Relaxing and resting. That's like something we've like learned how to do pretty well. Number two, really like enjoy going to the beach. Like being on the beach is something I've kind of recently discovered about. I have not always liked the beach, but recently I really do enjoy going to the beach. Like traveling is becoming a lot more fun for me.
And the outdoors in general, I feel like we both enjoy being in nature somewhere together.
Outdoors is huge.
Yeah. But we haven't done a ton of like personal travels aside from like we do travel really amazing places for golf, but we haven't done like a ton of personal adventuring. So someone also asked a 2022 goal, and one of ours is to do more personal, truly personal trips, not like a personal trip for our personal business. That's all we got. Thank you guys for being interested and asking, and we hope this is inspiring and fun.
Yeah, that was cool. It's kind of something a little different, but that's kind of what our lifestyle channel is for. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah.
Subscribe. We're gonna try to be a little more consistent. Maybe, I don't know. Can't promise anything. Once or twice a month, maybe we'll try to put out a new video here. But it's different. It's more kind of behind the scenes, and obviously it's not golf, and that's kind of the goal here. So, thanks for tuning in. We love you guys.